Evie McGee-Colbert's very funny cookbook. Evie McGee-Colbert grew up in downtown Charleston, South Carolina, the daughter of a true Southern host and a father who would take her to her dance classes on the handlebars of his bike. Now she's got a cookbook out that leans heavily on the Lowcountry traditions she grew up with, as well as the ones she's built up with her own family in recent years, especially during the pandemic. The book is called Does This Taste Funny? Recipes Our Family Loves, and it's co-written with a certain late-night talk show host who happens to be her husband, Stephen Colbert. Her new cookbook, the Boykin Spaniel who's known to sit in on late show rehearsals. Her family's controversial spoon story. Why she dedicated her book to her late mother, Patti. Her recipe for Sullivan's Island shrimp paste. Cooking with Stephen Colbert. Growing up in Charleston. On how she entertains. On the holidays in her home. I think for me being Southern means being hospitable. Now, that doesn't mean that people who are not Southern aren't hospitable, but my hospitality is deeply rooted in my Southernness. It goes back to my mother and what we talked about earlier about trying to be welcoming, opening your home and your heart to people. And just trying not to be closed off, I guess, is what I would say. And easiness with people is a Southern thing, you know? Try to welcome people with a smile and not a frown. Evie McGee-Colbert. In the South, talking about food is personal. It's a way of sharing your history, your family, your culture, and yourself. Each week, Sid Evans, editor-in-chief of Southern Living, sits down with celebrity musicians to hear stories of how they grew up, what inspired them, and how they've been shaped by Southern culture. Sid takes us back to some of their most cherished memories and traditions, the family meals they still think about, and their favorite places to eat on the road. Download and listen to this episode of Biscuits and Jam with Evie McGee-Colbert on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or everywhere podcasts are available.